What is the value of the expression 7 squared plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? 95% of people get tricked and choose the wrong answer. Let's dive in and break it down step by step together. To solve this question, many people start by calculating 7 squared first, and instead of the original expression, they rewrite it as 49 plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, they usually perform the addition between 49 and 15 and simplify this expression to 64 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. Then, they proceed by doing the division between 64 and 2, which gives them 32 multiplied by 5. And finally, they multiply 32 by 5, which ends up with the answer 160. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. But I have to say we were tricked and it's not the correct answer to this question. Also, some other people when solving this question first go for the expression 7 squared and they simplify to 49 plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, they usually go for the multiplication between 2 and 5 because they think multiplication has priority over division. So, they rewrite this expression as 49 plus 15 divided by 10. Next, they perform the division between 15 and 10 since they believe division has priority over addition. And they rewrite this expression as 49 plus 1.5, which finally gives them the answer 50.5. And immediately, they conclude that option B is the correct answer to this question. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Alright, now let me show you how to solve this expression correctly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. We should perform these operations exactly in order from top to bottom step by step. Alright, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have an exponent, then an addition sign, followed by a division, and finally a multiplication. We should start with the exponent, because in this expression, exponent has a higher priority than the other operations. So, this expression simplifies to 49 plus 15 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, since multiplication and division have higher priority than addition. However, it's very important to note that multiplication and division have equal precedence. In this situation, the best thing to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 15 and 2, and this expression simplified to 49 plus 7.5 multiplied by 5. And the final step, we do the multiplication between 7.5 and 5, which gives us 49 plus 37.5. And finally, the value of this expression is equal to 86.5. That's great. Option C is the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let's solve another tricky math question together. What is the value of the expression 15 minus 3 multiplied by open parentheses 12 minus 2 close parentheses? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Let's break it down and solve it together. And the first step, most people perform the subtraction between 15 and 3, which I have highlighted in blue. So, this expression simplifies to 12 multiplied by 12 minus 2 inside the parentheses. And the next step, they calculate 12 minus 2 inside the parentheses, which becomes 12 multiplied by 10. And finally, the value of this expression must be equal to 120. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that option D is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me explain step by step how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we need to follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. PEMDAS shows us the priority of the order of operations. Alright, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have a subtraction sign, then a multiplication sign, and finally parentheses. We must start with the parentheses first because they have a higher priority than the other operations. So, we can rewrite this expression as 15 minus 3 multiplied by 10. And the next step, we move on to the multiplication between 3 and 10, because multiplication has a higher priority than subtraction. So, we rewrite this expression as 15 minus 30, which finally gives us the answer negative 15. Therefore, option A is the correct answer to this question.